people would want me, right? I think that was just a relatively logical if this then that statement that came out of it. And when it comes to changing that, Alex Hormozy, who you had on the show recently, has this great quote where he says, you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are, outwork your self-doubt. And it wasn't until I had a project where I could no longer deny that my efforts were bearing fruits and that I was becoming competent at something. It was a crushing amount of volume and incontrovertible evidence that smashed my imposter syndrome into the ground.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do the games you, because now you're in a different
league
category, right?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm supposed to be here. I feel like I deserve to be here.
You know, often my guests talk about like that voice in their head which whispers to them, words of self-doubt. And it seems to me like, I'd say 95% of them haven't managed to shake that in some form. It still shows up at some time in some place.
Well, it's still there, but it's a lot quieter. And you have to accept after a while that if you continue to disprove your imposter syndrome in the real world, every single time that you're faced with a challenge, you succeed, despite the fact that you were adamant that you were going to fail or you had fears of insufficiency or all the rest of it. After a while, you have to accept that it has nothing to do with your competence and everything to do with your addiction to feeling like an imposter. You are delusional about your competence in reverse. Every single time that you are faced with a challenge, you succeed.